So where do we go from here? What do we do now? Because it's pretty hopeless. I know that's what's happening in Alberta. I talk to many families who say, "Look around. Who am I supposed to go to? What politician or party has my back?" There are a bunch of pushovers in the conservative movement. So, what advice do you have? Where in the world, who cares about victims of communism right in Alberta? Who cares about those people?
Well, I think that we need to get back to the old days. And I know I sound like an old guy and I'm a little bit old, but at one time, family was the mainstay in taking care of each other. The first level of support was always the family. You took care of each other. You didn't really rely on the government. And that's the problem. We've become dependent on the government through incremental changes in the laws. All of a sudden, the government's taking care of this for us, they're taking care of that for us, and now we're totally dependent on the government. We need to get back to where we're dependent on family members to take care of each other. If you're sick, you help your family. The next level would be the church. And of course, the communists want to destroy the church because they want to be able to control individuals. But the church always stepped in, and that was the next level of support. The last level of support should be the government, whether it's provincial or federal. That should be the last level of support. We need to get back to those old-fashioned ideas that actually worked and helped people get through life without always having to depend on the government. Because anytime you depend on the government, there are strings attached. I don't care what the program is. My dad hated quotas. He hated the government telling him what to grow, what not to grow, how much he should get for his product. In the meantime, they're selling the product for twice as much as they're paying my dad. So we need to abandon this idea that the government is the end all be all. And we need to start relying on each other. We need to rely on God, most importantly. And we need
Yes.
to get God back into our lives.
Amen. I agree.